The U.S. deals with growing COVID-19 hospitalizations. The CDC announces a third vaccine dose for some.
Starting with a group of individuals that are more vulnerable to COVID.
We've got you covered on who qualifies and what this means for everyone else. Plus, a new warning ahead of the 20th anniversary of 9/11, why federal authorities say they're worried about a rise in violence. And the withdrawal of U.S. forces from Afghanistan allows the Taliban to surge. We've got you covered on the plan to evacuate embassy staff.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News at 10, voted best evening newscast.
Good evening, I'm Katie McCall. George is off tonight. The CDC is now recommending an extra dose of the COVID-19 vaccine for some people. The recommendation comes a day after the FDA authorized an additional shot for people who are immunocompromised. According to the CDC, they make up 32% of COVID-19 vaccine breakthrough cases. That happens when a person who is vaccinated contracts the virus. New at 10, Caroline Dade has you covered on this guidance and what it means for everyone else.
The first group of Americans to get a third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine will be very limited. Only those who are immunocompromised will be eligible. That includes people who are being treated for cancer, have had an organ transplant, or have an infection like HIV that weakens their immune system. And Dr. Ryan Westergaard says the additional vaccine shot will raise that group's protection.
So there's been some recent studies that show when a third dose is given, the immune response can be boosted to a level that is seen in people with healthier immune systems.
SSM Health's Mo Carbot says people who are eligible won't need to wait for a doctor's note to get their next shot.
There will likely be a form that individuals will be able to click the box indicating that I am immunocompromised and here is the condition I have, and they should be able to give the vaccines.
The CDC and FDA have approved third doses for both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. People will have to wait at least 28 days after their second shot to get their third. And the recommendation is for the additional dose to be the same type of shot they got the first time. But Carbot says that's not a rigid requirement.
So if there is a case where it is necessary to give the other product, it should be okay, but we will do our best to keep our patients with the same product they received the first time.
However, the CDC says because of insufficient data, people who receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are not currently eligible for a third shot. In Madison, Caroline Dade, 27 News.
Carbot says there currently isn't data to support approving third doses for everyone, but he says that could change as scientists continue to study the vaccines. Wisconsin has hit a new vaccination milestone. Half of the state's population is now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. In a statement, Governor Tony Evers says he's proud to see the millions of Wisconsinites who have taken this step to protect themselves and their community, adding, "We're closer than we were yesterday, but we can't let our guard down now." New at 10, UW Health says it's seeing high interest in its study on the effects of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine in young children. The principal vaccine investigator for the trial tells us they're receiving calls from all over the country. The American Family Children's Hospital is looking to sign up around 80 children. The hospital says it will select participants on a first-come, first-served basis. A growing number of places across the country are requiring people to show proof of being vaccinated in order to teach in schools, work, or eat inside a restaurant. Starting next week, New Orleans and San Francisco will require proof of vaccination to enter some businesses. New York City was the first to require proof to dine inside restaurants or go to the gym and the theater. Los Angeles is also looking into the idea. Some people still have resistance about getting the shot in spite of the evidence showing it is safe. The CDC and health experts say the vaccines are working well to prevent severe illness. One man who had been avoiding the vaccine says he just got it to help stop the spread of COVID-19, which has ramped up again due to the Delta variant.
As the new variant is coming out and I'm seeing a little bit more data, and I just felt now is the right time to do it.
According to a CDC survey in Wisconsin, 25 to 39-year-olds are the most hesitant to get vaccinated because they think they will not be affected by the virus. Wisconsin is continuing to see a rise in new coronavirus cases. Another 1,400 people tested positive for the virus today, and the weekly average of new cases is also rising. Hospitalizations are at their highest in months, with more than 600 patients statewide.
Well, I was out there, and I got to agree, skeeter meter was much lower. I didn't see the skeeters as bad. I think that is going to continue this weekend. We actually dropped it from very high over the past 2 weeks. For the first time, moving it to medium. The reason I'm not going low is because we've obviously still seen quite a bit of rain. And I know too much about mosquitoes, but they hatch 2 days after pooling water. 62, why do I know all this stuff? 62 degrees out there right now. Very quiet and calm. Dew points at 55 degrees, so very nice. If we could get it down to 55 for the temperature, we might see a little patchy fog. It's typical after a wet period. If you can have these clear nights, you can see fog, especially in the valleys and near rivers and lakes. Well, it's pretty quiet out there. No clouds, nothing really. 56 already in Baraboo. This is chilly. It's 10 o'clock. It's 56 in Baraboo. It's already chilly. I mean, maybe we'll see some upper 40s tomorrow morning. 63 in Janesville, and those dew points are low. We'll see temperatures continue to fall, but we need the moisture will have to drop into the upper 40s. So maybe, I don't think we'll get to 46 or anything like that, but definitely a night in the middle 50s in the Madison area. And as we head into tomorrow, we'll start warming back up quickly. So as we start to warm, we'll talk about a mild weekend, but when is that heat returning? All the details in the full forecast.
All right, John, thank you. New at 10, 5 people are hurt after a 2-car crash near Columbus. Authorities say it happened about 4 miles from the city on State Road 16 and 60 at the intersection with County Highway TT. The sheriff's office says a 10-year-old has life-threatening injuries. Both drivers are seriously hurt, and 4- and 5-year-olds have minor injuries. Teenager Mygie Sanders is awaiting sentencing after pleading guilty to felony murder in the deadly shooting of fellow teenager Shay Watson. Sanders was originally charged with first-degree murder in the 2019 killing of Watson in Fitchburg. A plea agreement resulted in the lesser charge. It's a charge that states the murder took place as the consequence of an armed robbery. Prosecutors say it was a drug deal gone wrong.
You are 17 years old and have completed 10th grade at this point. Do you have any questions about the rights you're giving up?
No, I do not.
I will find you guilty of the felony murder.
Shay Watson was a standout football player at Verona Area High School. Prosecutors say they will recommend no more than 16 years in prison when Sanders is sentenced in October. It's been 1 year since a little girl was killed after she was shot accidentally by a driver in downtown Madison. Anissa Scott was shot in the head August 11th of 2020. 2 days later, her family had to make the difficult decision to remove her from life support. Police say Scott was not the intended target. 3 people have been charged in connection to Scott's death: 17-year-old Andre Brown, 20-year-old Perion Carrion, and 17-year-old Jerry Ward. They're all charged with party to the crime of first-degree intentional homicide. Both Carrion and Ward are scheduled to appear in court next week. New at 10, the Department of Homeland Security is warning of the possibility of violence ahead of the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. The threats include both domestic terrorists and those inspired by foreign terrorists. The situation is made worse by the ongoing pandemic. The bulletin specifically mentions grievances over public health safety measures and government restrictions. However, the bulletin did not identify any credible or current threats. While the Taliban continues to advance across Afghanistan, the Pentagon is saying Kabul is not under immediate threat. The Defense Department believes the Taliban is trying to isolate Kabul for a possible siege, but the plans to begin an evacuation of U.S. diplomats and the embassy personnel are proceeding quickly.
The rest of their forces will continue to flow over the next couple of days, and I expect that by the end of the weekend, the bulk of the 3,000 that we talked about yesterday will be in place. Probably not all, but the bulk.
President Biden, who is at Camp David, is getting regular briefings on the deteriorating situation in Afghanistan. Despite the Taliban's rapid gains, the White House says the president is not having second thoughts about withdrawing the U.S. troops. 1 day after new census numbers are released, Wisconsin has its first lawsuit over redistricting. The liberal group Democracy Docket filed the suit today in federal court, saying Wisconsin's maps need to change because of population shifts. The congressional district that includes Madison has gained about 80,000 people, while the district with Milwaukee lost about 15,000. An expert on redistricting says that alone will require changes.
At least on the congressional level, there's going to be jockeying around the edges as to how to sort of rearrange the boundaries at the congressional district level.
The lawsuit wants a judge to make the new maps, claiming there is no reasonable prospect a divided state government, a Republican-controlled legislature, and Democratic governor can agree on new maps ahead of next year's midterms. The U.S. Treasury Department says the second monthly child tax credit payment is heading to bank accounts. The payments stem from the $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package passed by Congress in March. The August payments cover about 1.6 million more children than last month. The uptick indicates that more families who don't file taxes are signing up for the credit. Still ahead, tribal leaders push back against Wisconsin's fall wolf hunt, why they say the government is overstepping the bounds of its authority. Plus a startling statistic for outdoor enthusiasts. We've got you covered on the urgent warning from the DNR.
And a little taste of September with these dew points. How long is this going to last? I got the details in the full forecast.
Clear, honest, trustworthy. At 27 News, these are more than just words. They're a promise that no matter the story, we're here for you, keeping you connected, informed, and safe, so that whatever tomorrow has in store, you're ready. That's our job. That's our commitment. That's 27 News.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Don't settle for products that give you a sort of white smile. Try new Crest Whitening Emulsions for 100% whiter teeth. Its highly active peroxide droplets swipe on in seconds. Better, faster, 100% whiter teeth. CrestWhiteSmile.com.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. New ZQL Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's non-habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. New ZQL Ultra, when you really, really need to sleep.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Putting off your oil change or repair because it's inconvenient? Book with D-Car in Wanakee and use a free loaner car. D-Car is your full-service auto center where we strive to repair instead of replace to save you money. Call David at D-Car today to book your free 38-point inspection.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza.
Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander. Could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Right now, during Toyota's National Sales Event, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching WKOW 27 News at 10 with Amber Noggle, George Smith, Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler, and Sports with Lance Vieser. We've got you covered.
New at 10, a Wisconsin tribal leader is calling on the Department of Natural Resources to halt the upcoming wolf hunt. Wisconsin held its first wolf hunt since 2014 in February, shortly after the wolves were removed from the endangered species list. During that time, hunters blew past their quota. John Johnson, president of the Lac du Flambeau tribe, claims the hunt breaks a treaty that says the tribes seated in the North Woods and the government make decisions on all natural resources together.
They were going to wait till this fall until everything was figured out. Then they decided to have the wolf hunt in February, which was wrong.
Come November, the quota will be 300 wolves for the hunt. The DNR originally recommended it be set at 130 wolves, but the conservative-leaning Natural Resources Board overruled that number. It may seem hard to believe, but Wisconsin's archery and crossbow seasons open in just over a month. And starting Monday, thousands of deer hunters will attempt to purchase bonus permits for the upcoming season. Wildlife experts say the antlerless permits are a key component to properly managing the state's deer herd.
Farmland areas, it's often a challenge, to get an adequate antlerless deer harvest. And so in many of those farmland counties, we just need more hunters to just take an antlerless deer or a couple.
Sales will be staggered over 3 days. The forest zone sales open Monday. Central farmland permits go on sale Tuesday, followed by southern farmland on Wednesday. Sales begin at 10 a.m. each day. If you're spending the weekend on Wisconsin's ATV trails, the DNR is urging you to drive with caution. This year, there have already been 24 deadly ATV and UTV crashes here in Wisconsin. In 2020, there were 38 the entire year. It's currently required that anyone born after 1988 take a safety course, and the DNR says it's the best way to learn how to protect yourself. It's going to be a great weekend to get outside. Plenty of sunshine and warm temps. Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler is tracking everything out for us. JZ, you can't beat tonight.
I know. Yeah, thanks, Katie. Tonight's amazing. And I think it's nice because I kind of felt bad most of the summer having nice weather because we didn't have rain and the deficit kept growing. Well, we've done some work. I think I would have liked to see higher amounts at the airport. So far this August, the airport at 2.15. Through today's date, 1.65 would be the average. I think majority of us have a larger amount of rain for the month of August. I would say 9 out of 10 of you have more than 2.15 inches. Deficit's still pretty large for the year at 9. I would like to see that obviously lower. It was well over 10, though, a little while ago, so we're making progress. And you could see the past 7 days. I think our radar does a better job estimating it for your community. So 2 to 4 inches, not in the purple here, but you can see anything south and west of Dodgeville. Platteville areas like that, about 2 inches. Monroe, about 2 inches. Janesville, maybe 3 inches in the Janesville area. I think most places in Dane County, you could see it's about half and half. It's 3 inches in Dane County. The area that sticks out is anything from the Dells north of Portage. No way you got less than 3 inches there. It just didn't happen. And that's this month. So you're looking at 4, 5, half a foot of rain. So that's a lot. And that's where there's absolutely no drought. Once you go to the Dells North, the drought is non-existent. Very quiet right now, and that is really going to be the story here. I will say I was expecting a cool night. These are accelerating even what I was expecting. Whenever you see temperatures accelerate like that, fog is likely. You'll probably see some patchy fog, especially in areas like Baraboo and Camp Douglas, anything on rivers, lakes, with temperatures pretty much on the dew point. Baraboo is at 56, dew point 55. Just science talking here. If you have a 55-degree dew point and 55-degree temperature, you have fog. And that's how fog works. So there's got to be a little bit of that out there. And we are still way drier. So typically people think, wait, you're getting fog when it's drier outside? It has nothing to do with that. We're just trying to get the temperature to touch that dew point. But you can still see, last night, remember how humid it was in Janesville? You can open up the windows in Janesville tonight. The humidity's not there. We're still in this trough. So if you don't know troughs and ridges, you got the trough out here. Look at all the very cool temperatures. We're on the right side of that. And then once you get behind the ridge, it's 81 for current temperature in Calgary. So it's still hot in Canada. And you can see that here. The 24-hour temperature change is already showing things rebounding to our north or west. So regardless, we're going to warm up. We're enjoying that cool weather right now, 13 degrees cooler right now. With the warmth will come the humidity. But not for a while. Through Sunday, anything less than here would be about less than 60. The weekend would be fantastic. Maybe a little humid Monday, Tuesday. I think Wednesday you'll start to see this kicking back in. Temperatures the next 5 days here, low 80s, starting to pop by Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a perfect week. You can kind of get away with whatever you want. Here's a detailed breakdown of the weekends for you. I just want to stress the morning will be chilly. So 9 o'clock, probably not whipping out the pool yet. By noon, sprinklers and pools, all that's fine. So you might just have to wait a tad longer. 4-degree guarantee. We were off by 1. That is an error. 90 degrees. I meant to type an 8 there. That's all right. So I get myself an air right now. 80, folks. I'm going 80 tomorrow. There it is. 80,
We gotcha.
81 on Sunday. It is going to be a great weekend.
Ooh, like seeing all of those 8s next to each other.
I know.
It's nice.
I love low 80s. I'm not ready for 60s yet, so this is going to be wonderful.
We'll enjoy it. Thanks, John. You'll see a lot of new faces tomorrow with the Packers' first preseason game, but also one familiar face in Mason Crosby. Hear from the veteran kicker next.
If they offer me a job, I'm going to take it.
The summer guest hosts continue.
Hey, y'all. Remember me?
Sitting in for Kimmel.
This is the way it is. Aren't you will like it?
See who's hosting tonight.
Me too, I'm ready, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
Refresh your home's exterior with help from Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean exterior paint and primer in one's durable, weather-resistant coating stays clean and keeps your home looking beautiful. A gallon of flat paint is $29.79 after 11% rebate. Finish your outdoor update with a new Larson Storm Door. They let fresh air in and help save on your energy costs. Save 11% on Larson Storm Doors. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
The open road is waiting. Well-qualified lessees can sign and drive this 2021 Equinox LT for around $350 a month, or make no monthly payments for 90 days on most 2021 Equinox models when you purchase.
I'm Becky with Badger Basement Systems. With the heavy rains we have had, don't wait. The time to fix your wet basement is right now. When it comes to fixing basements, nobody does it better. Badger Basement Systems, for all things basement-y.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the Lynx device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
27 Weather is brought to you by Group Health Cooperative of South Central Wisconsin. Better together.
Now, 27 Sports with Carly Murata.
Tonight's Brewer game in Pittsburgh has been postponed due to weather. There will be a doubleheader on Saturday to make up for it. Now listen to this stat. When it comes to Major League ERA leaders, the Brewers have 3 starting pitchers in the top 4. Brandon Woodruff, Corbin Burns, and Freddie Peralta are 2, 3, and 4 respectively. The Brewers wouldn't be in the position they are in today without them.
Look, it's a huge reason for our success. There's no question about it. These guys have been really good and really consistent. And when you're giving the ball to those guys, you know, I mean, all of our starters have been those 2 words for sure. But these 3 guys have been really tough to beat.
The Packers are gearing up for their first preseason game against the Texans tomorrow. And we know from head coach Matt LaFleur that select veterans will not play in that game. But one guy we'll probably see, Mason Crosby. The Packers kicker is entering his 15th year in Green Bay. He's tied with Ray Nitschke for the longest non-quarterback tenure with the Packers. and last season was his best yet. Crosby was 16 for 16 on field goal attempts. 9 of those came from beyond 40 yards.
Excited to be entering year 15 and pursuing another championship. And for me, it's trying to do it at a high level as long as I possibly can. So as long as my mind and my body and I get excited to come in this building, I'm not going to call it quits.
For a guy to be able to go in there and consistently do a great job, because you never really appreciate it until you don't have somebody there, and you with Mason, you never want to take anything for granted, but he has consistently delivered.
The Packers' first preseason game against the Texans kicks off at 7 tomorrow night, and you can watch that game right here on WKOW. Coming up, meet Wisconsin's new running back out of Clemson, who could see significant playing time this season.
Sunday on Upfront.
Kenosha, 1 year after the Jacob Blake shooting. We return to see how the community is healing, the changes at the police department, and the plans to rebuild.
Upfront, Sunday morning at 9:30.
Don't pay for gas ever again. Gobin Cars is selling 2017 Chevy Bolts and Bolts with low miles and factory warranty for only $19,995 or $299 per month.
That's right. Electric vehicles with a 250-mile range. So buy your Chevy Bolt or Volt from only $19,995 or $299 per month at Gobin Cars.
25 cars to choose from, and just ask for my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my dad, Don the Steelman Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Associated Physicians is excited to announce that it's been 75 years since we opened our doors. Lots has changed, but what makes us special hasn't. We've had 75 years of caring, helping, and listening. Associated Physicians.
Football is back on the Packers TV network. And the march to a Lombardi Trophy begins this preseason. Join Kevin Harlan and Hall of Famer James Lofton on August 14th as the Packers play host to the Houston Texans. It's the preseason opener, live from Lambeau Field on the Packers TV network.
Saturday at 7 on WKOW, your official Packers station.
Jack Links in New Glarus is hiring for all shifts. Jobs start at $16 an hour, including full benefits, training, and growth opportunities. With over 60 positions available, one will be right for you. Visit jacklinks.com/careers to apply today and run with Sasquatch tomorrow.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Get huge clearance prices on every brand in the store with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Only Maine delivers more satisfaction every day, like a risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee, giving you 100% confidence in your purchase. How's that for more? The Everything's on Sale sale with more selection, more savings, and more happy homes on everything now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Condon Jewelers is open for business. Come in and browse our fine jewelry, including rings, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings, plus custom pieces. Or shop online at condonjeweler.com.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
While driving, get your 27 Storm Track forecast on the Big 1070.
Later on Nightline, Anna Nicole Smith, her daughter's journey to learn more about a mother she never knew.
A 6-year-old in Milwaukee trades his way up from a paperclip to tractors. Monday on Wake Up, the next goal he's set for himself to help his family.
Oh, what a cute story. And the nice conditions are going to continue, but for how long? We'll take a look Monday morning.
Badgers running back Chez Mellusi knew immediately Wisconsin was the right place for him. As Pablo Iglesias reports, the Clemson transfer is hoping to make his mark on this historic position.
The Badgers' newest ball carrier wants to carry on the torch.
JT just came through here. Melvin, Monte Ball, all those dudes, they kind of come through here.
Transfer Chez Mellusi is only 19, but his mind is older.
I'm fairly young. I'm still 19, but, I'm kind of the veteran, and I feel like it's my duty, to keep going and show these guys, what it's like to be a part of something special.
The former Clemson back is teaching the younger Badgers on and off-field lessons.
Practice habits, what you do in meeting rooms, how you listen to coach. When you come out of high school and you're the guy, and you come to the next level, you kind of think that everything is easy and you're just going to be the guy immediately, and you get humbled really quickly. So it's a patience thing, and a lot of these guys are learning that, and it takes time.
First impressions are everything. Malusi needed not even a day to decide that he wanted to officially become a Wisconsin Badger. Now that he's back on campus, he's making a first impression of his own.
To me, it was a no-brainer for us. He was going to come and bring a championship pedigree, a championship work ethic, and a championship type of mentality that we want here.
Redshirt sophomore Jalen Berger is already tight with the Tiger turned Badger.
He's pretty much my brother already. As soon as he came here, we kind of clicked instantly. We pretty much have the same run style. We're going to have a 1-2 punch for sure.
He has the vision to burst. I have the vision to burst. You know, I think that we can both be 3-down backs, and so I'm really excited this year.
Vision and burst to explode in the Big Ten. In Madison, I'm Pablo Iglesias, 27 Sports.
And finally in sports, the Antetokounmpo Bros are staying together. Today, the Bucks signed Thanasis to a 2-year deal. The Bucks spark plug played in 57 games, 13 playoff games during the Bucks' run to winning the NBA championship. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Cardinal View Senior Living in Middleton is the next level of luxury. Enjoy modern apartments, spacious common areas, and outdoor balconies. Our amenities are designed to help you live life to the fullest.
Call Cardinal View and ask about our grand opening specials.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Reynolds Wrap makes it easy to cook and clean up meals in no time. So I don't miss all the fun stuff.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Time is the most important thing to people. They don't want to wait around all day to get the garage door fixed. At Precision, we can fix just about any garage door, usually the same day. Quality service quickly. That's what you get with Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Finding new routes to reach your customers and new ways for them to reach you is what business is all about. It's what the United States Postal Service has always been about. So as your business changes, we're changing with it. With e-commerce that runs at the speed of now. Next day and 2-day shipping nationwide. Same-day shipping across town. Returns right from the doorstep. And deliveries 7 days a week. It's a whole new world out there. Let's not keep it waiting.
27 Weather is brought to you by Group Health Cooperative of South Central Wisconsin. Better together.
Finally tonight, it is easy to swipe right on these dating app matches. An animal shelter in Munich is making profiles for its adoptable pets on Tinder in the hopes that humans looking for a companion might fall in love. Isn't that a great idea?
Love it.
The shelter says so far the response has been insane, and several people have already set up their first date.
What would your dog's profile be, John?
Let's get your dog on there.
Griffey's?
Yeah.
Oh, my. I'll eat your loaf of bread on top of the refrigerator for you. How are you going to get there? Don't ask questions. You know, nobody was...
Lovable, though?
Maybe Griffey could get a swipe left first in history.
Right?
Oh, he's the cutest thing in the world.
Aw.
Do you have a dog?
What a great idea.
No.
Wow.
Maybe you need to get on there and get one.
Here we go. You'll fail. We'll swipe right for you. Here's your Saturday. 80, 81. It's lots and lots of sunshine. You could foster a dog. There's tons of foster fail stories out there.
Yeah. They need homes. All right. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us.